Um, I recently sold my Rode Video Mic Micro, the little tiny microphone that most people have because it's the cheapest microphone, it's the most popular microphone. And I have an other SE Electronics laser microphone that I use, but that's just too big for most of the stuff. And sometimes I forget to charge the battery, and it's not really working out for me all the time. So I got this Deity D4 Mini that you're hearing right now. It's a really good microphone, and it has the advantage that it comes with phone cable, so you don't have to pay extra for that. The reason I sold my Rode Video Micro was because it was small, but it wasn't that small. I mean, the size difference between that and the SE Electronics laser was not that much, but this microphone is really, really tiny, and as you can hear, it sounds really good. Now, I will actually use this on my phone, and I'll actually show you a footage of the microphone on the phone and some footage with the microphone recording with the phone. And it really does sound better than the internal microphones of the phone. And it's directional, so that's quite nice. I mean, it does pick up some noise from the back in comparison to the Rode Video Micro. I mean, it's actually much louder than the Rode Video Micro. I just realized that I had to bring down my internal amplifiers a lot lower to bring the levels of audio to a normal level that I'd like. I'm not sure how this would actually perform on the phone because I'm not sure how the phone regulates its internal amplifiers. So you'll have to hear that for yourself. But this is with the Fuji XS10. I have it set at minus 6 dB, and to me this sounds really good, and it is on the same level as the SE Electronics laser. So if I would have to put that microphone on, because I believe it covers a longer range, so I could go back further and it would still cover it in comparison to this one, it would not make a difference, so I wouldn't have to change the manual levels, and that is a really big plus for me. So let's switch to the phone audio now and see how that sounds. So this is the audio test with the phone, and the microphone is connected. I'll just check that for a second. Yeah, I mean, it comes with the cable included, so that's a big plus. And I mean, for me, that's a big plus. I'm not sure how it sounds right now, but I listened to it on the phone earlier and it sounded decent. The other big plus of this microphone over the Rode is the input hole over there for the 3.5mm jack, which means that I could, in theory, put a lavalier mic in there and it would split the channels, stereo channels to left and right, and one of them would be this microphone and one of them would be the lavalier microphone. So what you can do is you can put this microphone facing yourself on the camera and attach a lavalier microphone or vice versa to the other person, and you could have an interview that way. I mean, I personally have a lavalier microphone, but I barely ever use it, and I think with this microphone I will not be using the lavalier that much. But if it's super windy or super loud around you, that is a good option to have. And if the audio from this microphone is louder in comparison to the Rode one, that means your amplifiers inside your device will not have to crank it up that much, which means you will have less less noise in your audio. And that less noise part, I didn't think that I would care that much, but apparently I do. I did some tests in the past with the Rode mic. I really did not enjoy that the levels were so different in comparison to my SE Electronics. When I'm doing post-production, when I'm putting some clips into the timeline, I really don't want to be adjusting every single clip's audio separately. I don't want to put them in different channels, different tracks, in order to adjust their audio separately. This way I can just put them all in the same thing and adjust the levels all at once, and it works fine. For me, that's a big plus. And as you can see from the footage I have from earlier, it looks really cute as well. It's a tiny microphone. It doesn't protrude, it doesn't I don't think you can even see in this camera. I used the Rode Video Micro on this phone with this lens, with this attachment thing in the same spot, and you could see it in the camera. You could see in the camera that the mic's dead cat was just jiggling around. Yeah, do I recommend this? I don't know, to see for yourself whether you like the audio or not. The audio will be completely raw, unprocessed, for you to judge. Thanks for watching.